Hey everyone, welcome back to another Red Dead Online video. Now in today's video we are going to be going over the three things that we go over on the channel each and every single day. And those three things include where you guys can find Madame Nazar for today. We're going to go over all the collection sets and their current cycles. And then last but not least, we're going to go over all of the daily challenges so that you guys can actually earn as much money and as much gold as possible here in Red Dead Online. If that sounds good to you, let's go ahead and jump right into it. But before we actually do that, if you guys are enjoying these videos and want to continue seeing these videos, then make sure that you guys go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe down below. It would help me out a lot and is greatly appreciated. Also, don't forget to share these videos with everyone that you know and everywhere that you possibly can, because eventually I do want to be able to have giveaways on the channel, but that heavily relies on you guys doing the things that I previously mentioned and watching these videos in their entirety, because watch time, likes, subscriptions, sharing, that all counts hugely to YouTube, and that's the best way that we're going to get this channel to grow. And as we grow, I can start doing things back for you guys. But anyway, let's go and get started. We're going to be talking about the different collection sets and their current cycles. Now we're going to start with everything that uses the field shovel, just because that's how we do it. Our fossils will be a part of cycle number 3. We have the lost jewelry at cycle number 6. The arrowheads at cycle number 2, the family heirlooms at cycle number 5, and then the coins at cycle number 4. Now the next 4 sets that I'm about to go over, you don't even need to be a collector at all in order to collect them, but you do need to be a collector in order to sell them. So that's why I highly advise getting that collector bag as soon as you possibly can. And if you honestly want to make money in Red Dead Online, this is the best way to do it. Even though it's been nerfed, it still is the best way of actually earning cash in Red Dead Online. So we got American Wildflowers. There's going to be 3 sets every single day, and they're going to be a part of cycle number 1. We have the tarot cards at cycle number 2, the antique alcohol bottles at cycle number 1, and then the bird eggs at cycle number 6. Alright, so let's just go ahead and pull off to the side of the road. The next thing that we're actually going to go over is all the different daily challenges for today. We're going to start with the list mode first, and then we're going to break it down in detail. So we got 5 Alaskan Ginseng picked. We've got 5 animals trampled. We got 2 fish or hideout cleared, so getting hideouts cleared. We got 3 largemouth bass caught. We've got 5 oregano picked, 3 player kills with explosives in free roam events, and then 1 visited a shop in Valentine. The next one on the list is 2 bounties targets brought in or taken down with bolas. We have 1 hard or legendary bounty mission completed. And then on this one, we got 1 player bounty collected. On the trader roll, we got 7 medium animal carcasses donated to Crips, $200 money made from trading, and then 2 resupply missions completed. The collector roll, we got 1 antique alcohol drunk, 3 family heirlooms found, and then 3 fossils found. And then the moonshine roll, we got 2 moonshine bar drunken player interactions, 4 moonshine served to other players at a bar, and then 1 moonshine sold with at least 5 minutes left. And then the naturalist roll, we got 5 animal samples taken within 10 minutes, 2 blending tonics crafted or used, and then 3 forest river animals samples taken. Now you guys do have the opportunity of earning up to 11 gold bars every single day. The only 2 requirements that you technically need is to make sure that you've completed at least 1 daily challenge for 21 days in a row, and then maintaining it going forward. But after that, you're going to want to make sure that you also have purchased at least 3 of the rolls of the 5 that we just kind of got done going over, so the trader, collector, etc., and then be at least a rank 10 in each of those rolls, and that will give you access to 9 daily roll challenges. But if you want to make sure that you have some flexibility with which daily roll challenges you do, then purchase all of the rolls and then be at least a rank 10 in each of those rolls. So that's the best way of actually earning up to 11 gold bars. And then once you complete the 7 or day for 9 daily roll challenges, depending on which category you're actually working on, then you'll get a little bit of that bonus, which is, 1.5 gold bars for either one of those categories. All right, so Alaskan Ginseng picked. Now, Alaskan Ginseng can actually be found in one just very specific area, and it's going to be way up north up here. And it's going to be up here by Window Rock, and it's going to be at this location right here. So either the Indian Reservation or Valentine is going to be your fast travel destination of choice. I think we also had to visit a shop in Valentine, if I remember right. So you can just visit a shop here and then ride up to this location to get your ginseng. It's really not that far away. It takes less than like 3 to 5 minutes in like a cinematic mode, or even if you're not doing cinematic mode, probably a little bit faster. But right back here by the windmill, you guys will find 5 Alaskan Ginseng. Now, do keep in mind that these are slightly glitched, and Rockstar has never fixed these. So sometimes the first one that you might pick might be 4 or 5, and then if you pick all 5, it might not actually count. But then all you have to do is log into a brand new session and then redo that, and then you should get 5 out of 5. It might not be the first one that you pick, but it should be within that next couple. So it might take a couple sessions in order to actually get that. For whatever reason, it is bugged, but there are 5 Alaskan Ginseng right in this area. So when they do fix it, this will be a great opportunity because they're all really close together. All right, moving on to the next one. We got 5 Animal Trampled. You can either do, I guess I like going after turkeys, which is going to be behind Valentine anyway, or you can go after some of the other birds like herons, egrets, things like that. Or you can actually go after some of the small fish. So there's some pretty good locations, like the Dakota River is an okay spot. Otherwise, there's actually a spot down by Stillwater Creek for fish specifically, which I guess I'll go over that for the bass location too. But if you come right down to this area, you can actually find fish all around in this area that are all just spawning in. There's some in this little tiny waterway, and then all around here. And it is shallow enough that you can actually trample them with your horse. And then actually right at this location, you will have access to steelhead trout and largemouth bass in this area. And you just need to use a special river lure or a river lure in order to attract them, because it's only going to attract the larger fish anyway. And then that way you can actually go ahead and catch them. You only need, I think it was 3 of them for today, so this is a good location. Otherwise, pretty much anywhere along Flatiron Lake, for the most part, you can find them, except for right next to Blackwater. Over by Rhodes is a really good spot to find largemouth bass, but Stillwater Creek is kind of the place to go to if you want to get all that stuff done in the exact same spot. So I'm talking about, you know, the 5 animals trampled and then the largemouth bass caught. Now 5 oregano, because we're actually going to be kind of staying around the Valentine area as well, I'm just going to go ahead and show you guys and mark a couple different locations. Oregano is a very common herb that you guys can find pretty much everywhere, but I'm going to go ahead and mark a couple different spots here just real quick for you guys. There's actually one right here off this path here. There's actually going to be another one right over here about. These might not be exact, but they should at least get you guys pretty close to where they're at. And then you just need to kind of find them from there. So then behind this little cabin area, you can find a couple more. There's a few more over in this location as well, but I just got done marking, what was that, 7 of them. And each spot typically has 2 to 4 oregano in each of those areas. And then the next one on the list is we got gang hideouts cleared, and then we got 3 player kills with explosives. In free roam events, I guess I would recommend using like dynamite, or you can actually use explosive rounds. That would work, or dynamite arrows. All those things would work, and you're going to want to participate in like Railroad Baron, Dispatch Rider, or Cold Dead Hands are the best ones for PvP. And then gang hideouts, I guess I'm going to kind of talk a little bit about the ones that are out west. We're also going to go over Madame Nazar's location because she's actually out here as well. So the first one is actually going to be at Twin Rocks. You're going to go a little bit to the west. The next one will be at Rattlesnake something. And then there's another one over here at Gaptooth Ridge at this location. And then Gaptooth Breach at the mining facility. Sea of Coronado. You have Solomon's Folly right here. You have Repentance Rock right here. Fort Mercer. Then Jorge's Gap, pretty much right on the U. Those are the locations, and you can start all over. And then as far as Madame Nazar's location, she is actually located down here in Plainview area, or Rio Bravo, making Tumbleweed your fast travel destination of choice. So just make your way down here and buy and sell whatever you need with Madame Nazar for today. All right, and then the next one on the list is going to be the Bounty Hunter role. We got 2 bounties taken down with bolas. Now you do have to be, I think it's rank 5. It's been a while since I've actually looked at that. But then what you'll want to do is make sure you pick them up every time that you use them, because they are quite expensive. We have 1 hard or legendary bounty mission completed. If you want one that's a little bit quicker and easier, in my opinion, do the hard. If you want one that's a little bit more exciting and it has a little bit more reward, do the legendary bounty. And then we got 1 player bounty collected. The best way to do this is actually with a friend. I did have a legitimate player bounty offered to me. I don't know if maybe friends were doing it together, but it was offered. It was one time. It never popped up again. So I don't know if somebody actually obtained it or if, like I said, if friends were kind of helping each other out. I really have no idea. But player bounty collected, you're going to get a friend, and then they're going to kill you. You're going to press charges on them. You're going to protect them from the NPC bounty hunters that come after them, and then when the player bounty is finally offered to you, or for them, you would accept it and take them into either the sheriff's station or the bounty wagon, and then you would basically reverse it so that you kill your friend, etc., etc., etc. The trader roll, we got 7 medium animal carcasses donated to Crips. So that's going to be anything on the side of the horse. You're looking at any of the birds, so eagles, condors, hawks, egrets, blue heron, things like that. Turkeys, rabbits, raccoons, Virginia possums are all count as medium animal carcasses. $200 money made from trading. The best way to do this is either if you or a friend has a full camp to be able to be sold, and even if it's a local delivery, the person that's helping out will make half that. It's $250, and the person that actually owns it or is the head of the posse will make $500. So it's really not that bad for everybody that's involved. And then we got 2 resupply missions completed. Now this will take a little bit of time in between each of the resupply missions because you do have a cooldown period of about 20 minutes to half an hour. So you're going to have to find something to do during that time, whether it's collecting or maybe some of the other daily challenges. But in total, you're probably going to be spending about 45 minutes doing the resupply missions today. We got the collector roll. We got 1 antique alcohol bottle drunk. You can either pull up your antique alcohol bottles and drink one of those. It's going to be a random one because Rockstar never likes to fix their bugs. Or you can go in and collect the sets for today. And again, if you guys need to know what the sets are for the day, antique alcohol bottles will be a part of cycle number 1. The family heirlooms will be a part of cycle number 5. And then the fossils will be a part of cycle number 3. The Moonshiner roll, we got 2 Moonshine bar drunken player interactions. The best way to do this is basically both get drunk and then slap each other silly with that one. And then 4 Moonshine served to other players at a bar. Again, you'll have to do this one with a friend or somebody random would actually work. And it doesn't matter if it's at your Moonshine shack or theirs, as long as you are serving somebody else a drink. And it has to be an actual player, nobody else. 1 Moonshine sold with at least 5 minutes left, so basically do a Moonshine sale as fast as you possibly can. And then last but not least, we got the Naturalist roll. We got 5 animal samples taken within 10 minutes. The best way to do this is actually with the farmland animals, so sheep, goats, ox, pigs, things like that, cows, whatever. 2 blending tonics crafter to use. I typically skip anything that involves using the tonics because, well, we get an opportunity to skip the ones that we don't really want to do every single day. But you either have to purchase the pamphlet, which I highly don't recommend, or you have to buy them and then use them for today. And then we got 3 Forest River animal samples taken. Whatever's the easiest in that category for you guys to get every single day, or for today, just get 3 of the samples, and that's all you guys need to do. But that is everything done, gone over, and covered. We went over Madame Nazar's location, all the daily collection sets and their current cycles, and all of the daily challenges. But if you guys did find this video helpful or enjoyable in any way, then don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe down below. It would help me out a lot and is greatly appreciated. If you guys are very interested in having giveaways in the channel, I previously have already talked about what we need to do in order for that to happen. So please, I'm relying on you guys to make it happen. So please share these videos everywhere that you possibly can. But until next time, YouTube, you guys keep doing what you're doing because you're already doing it. And you guys, stay gaming.